Hello and welcome back to EV Education. My name's Scarlett and I'm here to help you through the twists and turns of the EV revolution. Today we're diving into a topic that's got a few people talking and a lot of people panicking, the new EV mandate. So what is it, why is it happening, and what does it mean for you as an EV customer? So first things first, you're probably wondering, what is an EV mandate? So depending on where you live, governments are introducing a new law to phase out the sale of new petrol and diesel vehicles by a certain date. So where we're from in the UK, the date is 2030 for traditional petrol and diesel cars, with hybrids getting a little longer for 2035. Ultimately, the goal is to reduce carbon emissions and help tackle climate change. So let's run through why is the mandate happening. So one of them reasons is the environment. Transport is one of the biggest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. Shifting to EVs helps reduce the pollution and combat climate change around the globe. The second reason is EVs are the future. EV technology is advancing quickly and the mandate helps that transition to cleaner and more sustainable transport. It's also about creating jobs in the green industries and positioning countries as world leaders in the EV market. Now here's the important part and what everyone is panicking about. The EV mandate doesn't mean petrol and diesel cars are going to vanish overnight. You'll still be able to buy petrol and diesel cars, but they'll be used vehicles. So you'll still be able to drive petrol and diesel vehicles for years to come. But it does mean that come 2030, you'll no longer be able to buy a brand new petrol or diesel car. So if you're thinking about upgrading in the future, now might be a good time to start looking into electric vehicles. Okay, now we've got that bit out of the way, let's talk about what it means for you as a driver. Number one is more EV choices. Car manufacturers are ramping up their production like never before. From affordable models to luxury options, there's definitely an EV for everyone like we've discussed before. Number two is the improved charging infrastructure. Governments and private companies are investing billions into the charging network. By 2030, finding a charger for your electric vehicle will definitely be easier than finding a petrol station. Number three is the lower running cost that comes with an EV. EVs are cheaper to run and maintain, so whilst the upfront cost may be higher right now, it's definitely cheaper to run in the long run. Now let's address the elephant, or maybe the petrol pump, in the room. Are we as a country ready for this change? Well, the answer is kind of. Yes, EV adoption is growing fast and infrastructure is growing even faster, but there's still some work to do. Rural areas, for example, face challenges in accessing charging points. But it's not all bad news, because governments and companies know this information and they're working on solutions like grants and subsidies and expanding charging points across the country. The key is making EVs accessible to everybody. Ultimately, the new EV mandate, it means we're taking big steps towards a cleaner, greener world. Yes, it's a change and not one that everybody agrees with, but it's one that brings opportunity for innovation, savings, and a healthier planet for our children, grandchildren, and beyond. The mandate and EVs in themselves are definitely not something to fear. It's something to get excited about. And after all, who wouldn't want to drive a car with amazing technology, saving you money, and it looks amazing? So thanks for joining me in this second episode of EV Education, where we've given you the lowdown on everything about the EV mandate. But obviously, if you do have any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you all as soon as possible.